Here we are in the QBO gym, and the QBO gym is a place where we have numerous hands-on exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Each month covers a variety of new topics and scenarios, and to make it a little bit easier for you, we break it down into 4 different sections. So if you are looking to work on your bookkeeping skills, this is the place for you. And if you want to do a deep dive and do a whole month's worth all on your own, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. But let's get into today's exercise, which is coming from our May Year 1 cool down section. Go ahead and click on that link to have it pull up, and you will see at the top of this page an animated video that gives you a synopsis of what is going on in Craig's world this month. He is our fictitious business owner. Further down is an interactive pre-assessment quiz that relates to the video up above. Below that are the exercises in this section. And at the bottom here is an optional area where after you have completed all of the exercises in this section, you will unlock some sample marketing posts that you can use on your LinkedIn to share with everybody what you have learned so far. Let's dive into today's exercise, which is the last one here in the cool down section, where we're going to practice running Craig's reports. Go ahead and click on that link to have it pull up for you. I have it over here on the right side of my screen, so let's read through our scenario. After you have reconciled your bank statements, it's time to run reports. You'll create a P&L or profit and loss and balance sheet for Craig. And this month, he has asked to see how these reports compare to last month. Now, you will need to be in the sample company to do this exercise. If you are not sure how to get into the sample company or get your own free QBOA account, be sure to click on the link in the description. Once you sign in, it will look like this. This is the dashboard in the sample company. This is where we will do our exercise for today. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is create that profit and loss report for Craig. Now, before we run those reports, just as a note here, your numbers may be a little bit different than what you see on my screen, depending on on which exercise you have completed prior to running these reports. So if you did some other exercises in the gym and you are in the same session of the sample company, your totals may be a little bit different, but that's okay. The purpose of this exercise is to show you how you would run those reports and do it according to what Craig needs from that scenario. So let's get to the reporting center. On the left navigation bar, we're going to click on reports. It's about halfway down on the left navigation bar here. Click on that. And then we want to go ahead in the favorites section, click on profit and loss. This is also available in the business overview section, but since it's on a report that's used a lot, it is already here in the favorites. So click on profit and loss. In the report period field, we're going to select last month. You can see the report has been run for us. So in this report period field, we're going to adjust this to say last month. Click the down arrow and then scroll down until you find last month. Go ahead and select it. Now, in a real life scenario, you would likely select the current month or whatever period makes sense for your client. However, since we are working in the sample company, selecting last month will give us a more comprehensive data set for the report itself. So go ahead and make sure that it says last month right here. And then remember from the scenario, Craig wants to compare this report to a different period. So in that compare another period field, we're going to click the checkbox next to previous period. So click on that down arrow. We want to click on the one that says previous period, PP. And then in the money or the dollar sign change, we want to click on the checkbox next to that one as well. And then we're also going to click on the checkbox next to the percentage change. So click on that, and then we're going to click on Run Report. And you will see now it has made a change here. It is updated based on the settings that we set up here at the top. And the resulting report shows the current period in the first column, which is right here, and then the previous period in the second column right here. Notice that the period selected is listed in the column headings. Now, for me, your dates may be different here, just depending on when you are doing that exercise, and that's okay. The change column right here represents the dollar amount change between the 2 months, the previous period minus the current period. And then the percentage change represents the percentage change between the 2 months. So in a real life scenario, you could now print or email this report to Craig. You could print it right here, or you can email it right here. For the purposes of this exercise, though, we're going to move on to the next report. But this is how it should look based off of needing to compare from the previous period. So let's move on to the balance sheet. Let's go back to the reporting center by clicking on back to report list. If you scroll back up to the top, that is this blue wording right here. Click on that to get to the reporting center. And as I mentioned, we're going to create the balance sheet so that Craig can see the totals for his accounts. Once again, your numbers may be different depending on when you are doing this, if you were in the same session of the sample company as previous exercises, or if you're in a brand new session like I am. So let's go ahead and run that report. We're going to click on balance sheet, which once again is in the favorites section. It's also here in the business overview. Go ahead and click on it and you will see the report will be run for you. Let's adjust the report period a little bit and we're going to change it to last month. So scroll back up to the top, click the down arrow and then scroll down until you find last month. Go ahead and select it. Once again, we're going to be doing a comparison here to the previous period. So in the compare another period field, we're going to click on the checkbox next to previous period. So click that down arrow, select previous period, and then we want to click on the checkbox next to both the dollar change as well as the percentage change. So click on the checkbox next to both of those. And then we can go ahead and run the report. Click on the Run Report button. Now you will see that this has been adjusted. This resulting report shows the same type of comparison as what we saw on the P&L or the profit and loss. So you can see here, this is the last month, there's the previous period, and then the dollar change as well as that percentage change. Once again, in a real life scenario, you could now print or email this to Craig by clicking on the email or the print. But for the purposes of this month, for this exercise, we're going to say that that is it and that you are all finished for the month. So that is it. That is how you would run reports. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. We have completed the May issue of the QBO Gym. Congratulations, you did a great job. Keep on practicing and be on the lookout for our June issue. And I will see you then.